This is another episode of Standup Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. It's another special co-headliner show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, two great headliners. Coming up a little later on in the show, back in 1980, when I first opened, here's a great part of a comedy set by the one and only Jerry Seinfeld. I give you all his credits, but I think you know him. Anyway, I know you'll enjoy it. It's some early material live on stage at my club in 1980, and it's very exciting to share that with you. But first, we have another very, very funny headliner. This comedy set was recorded live on stage in the early 90s. He's from Los Angeles. He does concerts and shows all over the country. He's been seen a lot on TV. One of my personal favorites, Don Friesen, is also here to entertain you. So, ladies and gentlemen, another great show. Let's jump into it. Two headliners, and right now, starting things off, the very funny Don Friesen.
You guys are fun, huh? I guess I can share with you. I was a bedwetter for many years as a kid. Longest word, right? By applause. Former bedwetters. Let me hear you. Where you at? All right, a couple brave, secure people. The rest of you know who you are. See, we don't even admit it now as grown-ups. When you're a kid, nobody admits it. You think you're the only one. There's no support groups. Now, hey, stay dry, man. You too. Remember, no beverages after 6 p.m. Be strong. The solutions were horrible. My doctor recommended this device called the pad and buzzer. Electricity and urine. Well, hook me up. I can't believe medical science backed this thing. It's like a moisture-sensing pad hooked up to this obnoxious buzzer. I slipped right through it. My brother wet his bed. You're talking about a lifetime of therapy. Well, I stopped wetting the bed. Now every time I hear a car alarm, I strip naked and do the river dance. What do I see about that, Doc? This other book actually said, make bedwetting fun. Make it a game to stop wetting the bed. Because, apparently not waking up in piss wasn't enough incentive. Anybody who's ever wet the bed, one dry day I was psyched, man. I ran out the hallway in my underwear. My sisters are jumping in. Who's that dry boy in the hall? High school. Funny now. My friends didn't know. They were always trying to set me up on dates and stuff. Ask her out, man. She wants to sleep with you. No, she doesn't. Pretty sure that's a deal breaker right there. Shares much. It's one of those genes I don't want to pass down to my kids, I probably will. Who's got young kids? By applause. Young kids? Young kids? Yes? How many kids you guys have, man? 2. Cool. Did you videotape the birth? No. Oh, good. Well, don't, because we did, and now that tape's sitting up there on the shelf. I know it's going to change the whole father-son talk. Daddy, where'd that come from? Well, if you want to grab some popcorn and lower the lights. That explains itself, really. How did I get in there? Well, that's a different tape altogether. We don't normally believe in spanking, but your mom was very bad that day. Things got out of hand. Yes, we're in our last prenatal visit. Our nurse told us that our obstetrician's also a magician on the side. I don't know if she was trying to, because I was a comic, or I don't know what. I was cracking up. I kept picturing my wife laying there on the birth table. He's pulling out handkerchiefs. Reaching behind her ear, is this your baby? Rope tricks, the umbilical cord, cut here. He's got a big closer. Congratulations, Mr. Friesen, it's a boy. Well, thanks, Mick. Hey, where are his balls? They're under one of these cups. It's expensive raising kids, isn't it? People always put pressure on you. They're saying things like, are you saving up for his college yet? I haven't even paid for my college, man. One deal at a time here, you know? Got this feeling I'm gonna have to walk him up through the financial aid line to the people I still know. I got a tab going, right? Yeah, no, it turns out I am alive. Boing, boing, my son went to college the other day, but I still have my own student loans to pay. Well, the checks and the mail and the bills are due, and the interest on my loans continues to accrue. When you're catching up that I don't know when, but we'll be filing chapter 10. As I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, my boy makes more than me. He's only 23, and he's living in my house for free. It's a different world we live in now, isn't it? With all our safety in the minivans, the car seats. Where was our safety? When I was a kid, they just threw us in the back of a pickup. Half the time, they didn't even wait. We're leaving. Grab my arm, come on! Go for it! Our car seat was a tire. Spare tire in the back. We were lucky to have it, too. They told us that. You're lucky to have it. Yes, thank you. You know, there's kids in China who don't have a tire. We know. Always with the kids in China. I have no idea what that ever meant, but you're right. They're unlucky bastards. They really are. They're probably rolling around the back of a rickshaw, for all I know. We'd wrestle in the back, you know, my mom would go back, you can't sit down, whoa, can you? My dad would jerk the wheel, whoa, heard that? You better hang on, We just lost another dog! Tuck and roll, polka! We didn't know anything about physics, you know. We figured it could roll out of anything if you did it right. What do we know? We're all jacked up on Kool-Aid. Poking our head through the little window. Hey, what's going on? Oh, it's really warm in here. You can't even feel the rain. You know, they don't have rain in China. It was all legal, too. Cops couldn't do anything. They pull up next to you and suggest. How's it going? You may want to put up the tailgate. I'm not trying to hassle you. I'm just throwing that out there. It's a free country. You can do what you want. It's not like China or nothing. We've been following you for like 4.5 dogs or so. The tuck and roll thing ain't working for you. We finally gave my dad a fix-it ticket for the rear view mirror being broken. Thank God, you know. So my dad never looked back. Eyes on the road, safety first. Every once in a while, he pumped the brakes for no apparent reason. He was doing inventory. Yeah, they're all there. It's a different world, you know. Back then, you had 6 kids, lose one, still got 5. It's 4 more than they allow you in China. No, my daughter's 3 years old now, and I already installed programs on the computer. Reader Rabbit and all that stuff. You know, she can change the resolution on the screen. She can't poop on the potty to save her life. She can drag and drop, but she can't poop and plop. We need you guys to develop some software that'll help her out. Virtual Potty 4.3 or something. Click on the poopy and drag it to the potty. Very good. Now go do it for real. Okay. I love playing theater. leaders, you know, because the clubs get real smoky. A lot of my friends smoke. One of them tried to quit using that Zyban stuff. You ever seen that commercial for that? I thought it was a good idea until I actually saw the commercial for what he's taking, you know? The guy comes out, he's like, Zyban, you don't have to quit smoking all at once. Try Zyban. Side effects include itching, swelling, cramping, nausea, diarrhea, constipation, death, coma, seizure, run for your life, head for the hills. I'll just take the cancer, man. I mean, I don't smoke, but I'll start if it'll keep me off of this crap. Certain sexual side effects, you think? Who's gonna have sex with someone who's got itching, swelling, cramping, nausea? If you're pregnant, or might become pregnant, or might know someone who might become pregnant, or you have a central nervous system, don't take Zyban. If 2 nickels and a dime is less than a quarter, don't take Zyban. If you majored in communications, don't take Zyban. Look, I sell this for a living. Don't ever take Zyban. It's too late for me, but not for you. Smoke them if you're proud of them. I see dead people. And even they won't take Zyban. It's people. Zyban is people. Glad so you got that. Most audiences, they just look at me like I just shot a joke at them in the Matrix, you know. I like watching TV. I like watching President Bush. He's got his favorite word, I think, is strong, you know, when he comes in, gives a speech, America's strong, you know. I strongly believe the strength of our strongness is so strong it might actually be our weakness. That's how strong we are. I know where Cheney's hiding, but I'm not telling. Part of being a good leader is not being a tattletale. I would tell you this, he's not hiding, he's been working out, he's training. Man's up to 2,000 sit-ups a day, he is ripped. Together we're like the Green Hornet and Kato, huh? Osama, you see those cams, huh? You want a party, cowboy? You can run, but you can't hide. Unless you got some sort of elaborate network of caves. Then you can hide for a while, or maybe indefinitely, but you're not strong. I think we should flush him out. I think if we could find him in 5 minutes, we should send in like the croc hunter, you know? Yeah. Shh. I'm here in Bin Laden's secret cave. The place is teeming with Taliban soldiers. I've got no backup whatsoever. I'm a little nervous. I probably shouldn't be here. Everyone else is wearing robes and I'm in shorts. Oh, there he is. He's about 3 feet away. I'm gonna move in a little closer. Oh, now I'm right up on him. He's a beaut. There he goes. Oh, he's a feisty little bugger. Easy there. I've got to be careful not to get tangled up in his beard or it's all over. I got to hang out with that croc guy. Together we can form a coalition of whoop-ass. My favorite show is Seinfeld, the show about nothing. Yeah, they say they ran out of ideas. I don't get it. It's nothing. Make something up. You know? I couldn't decide whether or not to tuck in my shirt. That's half the season right there. Jerry, you're not tucking your shirt in? If you must know, I'm thinking of going untucked. Not me, baby. I'm a tucker. I come from a long line of tuckers. We tuck, baby. We've always tucked. Well, then you're obviously a non-reacher. A non-reacher? You can't reach for things. What if I want to reach? You can't. The tucker and the reacher are 2 different people. You reach for something, you come untucked. Oh, not if you're a deep tucker. Yeah. That's crazy. How deep can you tuck? All the way, Jerry. All the way.
Well, I think you can see why Don Friesen's one of my favorite headliners. He was a regular at my club for many years, and we still do shows together. I do comedy fundraisers, and he comes out from LA and does them for me. Very, very funny guy. If you ever get a chance to see him live on stage, Don Friesen. But hey, a special treat for you coming up right now. From when I first opened my comedy club, Laughs Unlimited, a terrific set by the one and only Jerry Seinfeld. Now, this was years before he got famous and had his own TV show and on and on. You know the history. But it's great to hear how funny he was even back in 1980. And I just am thrilled to be able to share this with you. It's certainly a treat for me and hopefully for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Seinfeld.
So I had lots of pets as a kid. Used to play with turtles. I remember that first turtle that I got. That was quite an experience for a 6-year-old to have a turtle. I couldn't believe it. My mother came over, gave me that little white container. Remember that little white cardboard container with the little wire metal handle? Same container as chicken chow mein. Wasn't it? That's why a lot of times you get a turtle, little onion, little rice on his head. Then he's pissed off, you know. My mother gives me the turtle. I mean, I'm 6 years old. It's an incredible experience. She says to me, Jerry, this is your pet. I said, you mean he's mine? That's right. He belongs entirely to you. And I'm thinking, I'll kill him. Why not? He's mine. I'll wait till he's sleeping. He pulls in his legs, I'll tape up the shell. Yeah, it may seem cruel to you, but come on, he's probably happier being dead than living with me. It's not much of a life, is it? He's got to live off that little shaker of turtle food. Remember that little shaker, like 29 cents? Any nutritional value to this food at all? Ever see a turtle outlive one shaker of turtle food? Anybody know anyone to go back for a second shaker? No way. He's got to live in that little clear plastic turtle condominium home. That's his house. Let me ask you a question. Ever see a turtle that cares about the little palm tree in there? What is that, luxury turtle living? You put him in, he gets into it. Hey, I'm living now. Beautiful tree. Pool. Colored rocks are coming in tomorrow. Oh, so it's like a husky type, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, but a little one. That's cute. You got a little sled for him? I always see these dogs like huskies. Don't you ever see a husky in like Miami Beach or something, and they're sweating bullets down there? You know, anybody got a sled? You know, snowball, anything? You know, they're. What's your dog's name? Sammy. That's a nice, simple name. Some people, I was talking to somebody the first show had a name like Reginald, Archibald, one of these long names. It's terrible to have those long names because, the dog runs out of the house. By the time you get the name out of your mouth, he's under the car. Reginald Otto. Shit, he's dead. Your friend had to go, huh? Gee, we're sorry about that. You okay? She says, okay, good. She'll be okay. Yeah, well, let's turn on the secret hidden cameras in the bathroom and see exactly what's happening. Women gotta go together, right, guys? Women team peeing. They never go alone. I don't know whether they help each other, compete. I don't know what they do in there. But it's together. That's the important thing. Isn't that funny? I guess. Yeah. So Sammy boy, did you ever put him in the front seat of your car, drive him around? We used to do that with Ralph all the time. Ralph was my dog. Ralph. I don't see Ralph anymore. He's got his own place, doing well. Dog's incredible. You put your life, your money into them, and they move out on you. It's not worth it. It's so funny when you put dog in the front seat of the car. Because dogs want to be people. They want to be. So he puts him in the side. You put him in the front seat of the car. He thinks, oh, maybe I got a shot now. I'm in the car. Nobody's around. Maybe they'll think I'm a person. Sits up with you in the front, looks out the front. This kills me that they know to look out the front. Did you ever think about that? Does he have any idea what he's looking at? When are you going to make, a right or a left? I don't even know where I am. I don't even know who I am. They try to be people. But they can't. They can't. They stand up, they sit down. The dog body doesn't really work well with the car seat. They can't handle the turns either way. He's never ready when you turn. Hey, 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 hey. Would you take it easy? I can't get a grip over here. I've got no thumbs. They try so hard. And they watch you do amazing things that they cannot fathom. They cannot understand how you have all these amazing abilities and they don't have anything. You know what I mean? You get hungry, okay? Give you an example. You get hungry, you stop the car, you go in someplace, you get a hamburger. You sit down in the car, you eat the hamburger. To you, it's nothing. This blows his mind. Think of what you've just done to him. He looks over at you. Ever see the expression on his face? He looks over at you. How did you get that? Are they giving everybody in there? I'd like to get one. They have such a hard time. They have no money. They can't buy anything, you know. You know why they have no money? They have no pockets. That's all. That's all. The only difference. Pockets, money. Animals, many animals have. How about these animals in the zoo? What's their problem? I go to the zoo because I want to see action. Don't you feel that way? You watch Wild Kingdom, turn off that set, head out to that zoo. Let's see it, the fighting, the killing, the action, survival. You don't see it. You see the alligators in the alligator pit that have been there for I don't know how many years. They haven't moved an inch in 10 years. They've got like cigarette butts, pennies on their heads. They're really out of it, you know. They're just waiting for the guy from the Gucci store to come in. That'll be it. Let's go, the big one, luggage. Get in the car. Little guy, you'll be a key case and a wallet tomorrow. Retail, both of you, roll it. How about the lobster? He's got a tough life. I feel for this guy. A lot of animals get cruelty, but the lobster, this is out of hand. This is really out of hand. We catch him, kill him, eat him, boil him alive. Not enough. Not enough cruelty for the lobster, no. We want to see him in the tank as we come into the restaurant, sweating it out. Whose number's up today, boys? You walk past the tank, very casual. Yeah, maybe I'll get a hamburger. Maybe. Maybe I'll get you, Red. Whoa, whoa. They can't get away. There's no place to go. I saw a lobster, very clever guy one time trying to blend into the background. He was in the corner in the back cleaning the inside of the tank. I just work here. I'm not on the menu, all right? Relax. He had little overalls on, a cap, rags coming out of his pockets. The other lobsters were laughing at him. He said, go ahead, laugh at me. I've been here 9 years. Those are my two boys in the corner. Survival! Yeah, what other animals are there? You know what? How about the moose heads on the wall? Bars. Everyone in these bars see these moose heads, deer heads on the wall? These animals have a pretty sad story, huh? The expression on their face, though, again, look at the expression on the face of these animals. It's always the same thing. It's like they recorded one last thought. What is that, a gun? What does he have there? They never had the time. Reflexes. It comes down to reflexes. That's what survival is. So this is an all-comedy show. It's things have been going great here this week. I'm so glad that people like it here in Sacramento. I was on a show last week with a magician. There's a lot of magic acts in California. A lot of magicians on the shows. Do you like magic? Very popular. Magic is popular. I watch this guy all week. To me, I don't understand magic. To me, it's humiliation. I mean, let's look at what's happening. Guy comes on, he fools you. You feel stupid. Show's over. And that's the way they perform. Here's a quarter. Now it's gone. You're a jerk. Comes back, you're an idiot. Doesn't matter. Either way, you've got you. They don't explain things to you. You can enjoy things that you don't understand. As a kid, I used to watch Superman. I thought it was the greatest show ever on television. You should watch it now as an adult. Check it out again. It wasn't that good. It was a piece of shit. It was. I mean, I was watching the show. It was on. You got the reruns around here. I was watching it. You got to be an idiot to enjoy it. The Daily Planet, the newspaper. Remember the newspaper of the show? Supposed to be the largest circulation newspaper in the entire city. They've got 3 reporters. Each week, 2 of them are stuck in a cave somewhere. Jim Olsen, he was the big reporter, right? Jerk reporter, Jim Olsen. Every week trying to help solve crimes. Can't figure out the secret identity. This was the thing that used to get me. Week after week, they can't figure out the secret identity. They've got some good clues. They work with Clark 9 hours a day, 8 years. 5 o'clock, they see Superman. They have no idea who this guy is. Now, of course, a pair of glasses is a dynamite disguise. I don't know what the hell this was. I mean, if a friend of yours gets new glasses, is it impossible to recognize him? In this show, Clark Kent doesn't even have lenses in the frames of the glasses. He's scratching his eyes. You know, Lois. Nobody catches on. I mean, certain situations must have come up. How about when Olsen would go into the men's room? See Clark Kent standing there taking a leak. From across the room. Through a wall into the next room. Super P. I had one of those Superman Halloween costumes. Remember those red nylon beauty, those Halloween costumes? With that mask with the rubber band. How long did that rubber band last on that mask? You go out, trick or it's broken. Wait a minute. I couldn't believe the first year I got that costume, I got all set up, you know, it had that big red S on it, and it was all red, shiny nylon. So it was a little bit cold, October. My mother makes me wear my winter coat over the costume. That's a great look, huh? Big winter coat with the red nylon pants sticking out the bottom. 8 years old, trick-or-treating as a gay man. I had to live with that. Had a few eggs in my hair at the end of that day. They're after me again. Clothes are still funny. You buy pajamas. Pajamas are the funniest clothes in the world. Did you ever notice how they make them? They design them for some reason. I don't know what stupid reason. They make them look like a tiny suit. Little cuffs, little lapels, big buttons. Breast pocket. There's a useful item, huh? Anybody using the breast pocket on the pajamas? Does that put a handkerchief in there? 3 points. Very natty, you know. In case of a fire, you run out of the house. People might think you walked out of a business meeting. It's worth a shot, I guess. I hate when you have to go in rooms to try on clothes. Those little try-on rooms. I hate when you go in those little jean stores and they give you the saloon doors. You know this action? Western motif. Suddenly I'm supposed to be a cowboy. I don't feel like a tough guy. Now, now, now. Now, 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 now. Is that the game? I mean, first of all, the doors cover you from like here to here. Okay, your legs stick out the bottom. Your head pops out the top. Hi. I'm in this one, right? You want to move on, please? I'm pretty embarrassed. Just stop looking at my feet. And you can't lock these doors. They don't put a lock or a latch on it. Why? We're all hip casual people. We don't need a lock on a door when we're in the room changing. So you're up on one leg, you're trying to put your pants on. Lose your balance, I fell right out of the door. Landed on the floor of the store, my pants around my ankles, my face on somebody's shoe. Excuse me. Sorry, just fell out of number 6. How do you like these pants? Just got them. Brand new pants. I bought some new socks. They have a new kind of socks out now. Deodorant socks. You heard of these? I'm wearing them right now. Wore them yesterday. I'm wearing them all week. You can't kill them. Jogging, basketball, football, tennis. I wore them 10 hours one day. I took them off, they didn't smell a bit. But my feet. Whoa! It was like head cheese. It was. My pants couldn't take it. They were rolling up and down by themselves. Completely out of control. I love when you buy socks, though. They always give you that little plastic hanger on the top like you've got some use for it. Another one of my favorite useful items. I mean, is there anybody that has like a little sock closet at home? Tiny little doors, slide them open, pick out what you're going to wear. If you have a sock closet, leave a little room on the side so you can put G.I. Joe's clothes right in there. I think it's going to be a great fit. Well, you've been a great audience, and I really had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again sometime. Thank you very much.
Hey, let's have another round of applause, Mr. Jerry Seinfeld. You're seeing this season on The Benson Show. I want a round of applause for Daily Pike and Yakov Smirnoff. Woo! This is fun. We sure hope you guys had as much fun as we had putting off for you. That was it for tonight's show. If any of you had any drinks left over, you can take them down the Delta Queen and enjoy yourselves. It's a very fine restaurant. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good night. Tell your friends about us.
Well, it's easy to see, even back in 1980, how funny Jerry was. And he was a terrific friend. He worked my club for many years, even after he did the Seinfeld Chronicles, which was the beginning of the Seinfeld show. And just a great guy, very funny, as you can hear, really terrific with the audience. All right, well, that was our special co-headliner show with Don Friesen and Jerry Seinfeld. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week for another great show. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, Your Host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.